Hi, I'm Nate the Bias User, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new SZA album, SOS. It's been a 5-year wait, but we finally got the sophomore record from SZA, with a lot of material and unexpected features such as folk artist Phoebe Bridgers, and a posthumous feature from Old Dirty Bastard, which isn't something I would say no to. It starts with its title track that gives a sample playing throughout, that was also present on the intro to the Drake album, CLB. But I guess it has a more static sound on this SZA track that makes it distinguishable, along with SZA's vocals, of course. But even with that, there wasn't much for me to take out of this track, even if it was still listenable. So SOS didn't have a promising start, but if it did, it would have been broken, because I honestly can't say a lot of the stuff to continue the album is any better. The vocal and synth melodies on Kill Bill were mad derivative to something I would hear in the 50s. If the production was a little more out there, I could easily see Meghan Trainor being on this instrumental. SZA's shouting vocal repetition on the chorus of Seek and Destroy, with her saying "do it to you," went from cute to annoying in a matter of seconds. But I guess it didn't ruin the instrumental because I already wasn't a fan. The layers of drums were all over the place, and even if it did have some chemistry with the synths, they were boring in its play. But Blind was a cut with a really good instrumental ruined by vocals. It had moments of high-pitched robot auto-tune throwing me off. The piece, presented by the soft acoustic and engaging bass, backed up by a swaying violin that was beautiful. But it's beauty that I guess came with the cost. When entering the midpoint of this record, while it's still not great, it does have some of the better moments here. If I'm gonna forget Good Days is till the end. SZA was catchy on Notice Me, giving me no reason to ask her to stop. Then there's Gone Girl, where SZA is more blissful than usual. And I would also like to praise SZA's spacey, mystical side on Ghost in the Machine. And this track also has Phoebe Bridgers on it. But I'm still debating whether she underperformed or not. But if she performed well, it didn't match the more bright direction of SZA's performance. Also, when I reached this midpoint, there was a variety present on this record that became more present as I went on. It's labeled as an R&B project, but we get the nostalgic pop appeal on Kill Bill. There's SZA rapping on Smoking on My X-Pac, old school hip hop present on Forgiveless. But once I first listened to F2F, that reminds me a lot of present day Willow and Olivia Rodrigo. I started seeing this to be an album of SZA trying to appeal to as many audiences as possible by writing a bunch of waves. And that, paired with the unnecessarily long track list, only allows me to see this album as a business, which is something I respect, but not something I would listen to, especially since the waves SZA rides don't even stand out in their genre. There's even a track featuring Travis Scott, where he's obviously imitating Young Thug. I wanted to like SOS, but SZA unfortunately made a quantity over quality return. I'm gonna give this album a 4.1.